Hi, it's Brittany from the Empurrium. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making the I Want Candy bag by Sweetly Unique. This is obviously a candy corn bag. It's so much fun. Look how cute. Okay, so this is part of the Marathon Society. I can never remember it unless I look at it. But we're doing a spooky themed marathon that is 3 days long. So this is my second video and so cute. Okay, so this is the candy corn webbing that I saw on my website. The vinyl is all glitter vinyl from my punk broidery. I have my Heartwood and Hide tag. I can't remember where I got the zipper tape. I do believe these pulls are from Wizardry. I used my candy corn Wizardry thread. How cool. And then I bound it with this double fold bias tape that I like to buy on Amazon. I have it linked in my storefront thingy majigger. Anyways, pretty easy bag. It just has a slip pocket on the inside. I used foam on my main exterior pieces and Deck of a Light on my gusset. I just had a tiny problem with the gusset, and I don't know if it's because of how I cut it, but anyways, if you aren't already subscribed, I would absolutely love if you did. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get sewing. So before we sew, I want to go over what I've got here. I did have these little connectors cut. I am not using them because I'm using 3/4 inch D-rings. It is what I had. I went ahead and sewed my crossbody strap. When I use webbing, I like to fold it inside so there's no raw edge, and I did that on both of these pieces. It's my super cute candy corn webbing from my shop. I'm going to set that aside. Let's see. Ooh, making a mess here. Alright. I have my 3 pieces for the front of the bag. We'll be doing those first. I went ahead and attached my cork label so that that was out of the way. I'm going to use foam for my main panels to stabilize them, or whatever you'd like to call it. Create some volume. I have my zipper panel pieces. I use Deck of a Light on my gusset pieces. So there's the gusset piece and the lining for that. And then the zipper panel pieces. I have my zipper. I have 2 candy corn zipper pulls. I have 2 3/4 inch D-rings, and then I've cut some vinyl 1.5 inches wide so I can fold that over. Had I used the webbing for this, it would have been thinner in the gusset, but that's fine. This slip pocket, it's cut on the fold. I just went ahead and roughly cut it, and then when I baste it on, I'll fix that, like trim it down. Got my 2 main lining pieces. There's the stabilizer piece. I didn't actually use it. I just cut the foam around the main piece, and then we'll use this after we stitch these pieces together to trim it up if needed. And then here is the back piece, and I am going to use some double fold bias tape. I have this in my Amazon storefront. I love using it for binding. It's just really easy to me. Alright, so let's see here. We're going to get started with the front pieces. In the pattern, she has you use double-sided tape, but I'm just not a big fan of using tape. So I'm going to find my markings, and I'm just going to clip a lot. Get these matched up. It is going to curve. Looks like my center. Nope, okay. I thought it was maybe off a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna stitch that together. The thing about using the tape is it will help everything hold together. I'm just gonna put a clip there so the end stays together. But if you use the tape, she has you remove it, and my tape's pretty sticky, and I'm just trying to avoid that. But if you want to use the tape, absolutely go for it. So after you stitch this, you're going to butterfly open the seams. And you're going to top stitch each side. So mine's kind of sticking together, and see, I didn't even use tape. So I'm going to go slow when I do this. See if I can't kind of force it apart first. This vinyl really likes to stick to itself. Okay, like I said, I'm just gonna go slow. That was not slow. She says that alternatively you can just push the seam to one side and top stitch. So that is an option as well. So, like I said, I'm just going slow, and as I go, I'm making sure that the seam is open and not going to one side or the other. And after we've got these two pieces together, we're going to move to the next two. This thread is so much fun for this. Oh my gosh. Alright, find those markings and get them lined up. And I'm just really using as many clips as I think I need, because curves are hard when you're putting them together like this. Okay, so again, I'm going to put a clip here to hold that. Thread got stuck. I'm just kind of moving this however I need to as I go. If you use tape, I would probably still use some clips just to make sure it can't shift. Yeah, that would be why that did that. I tend to not hold my threads, and I probably should sometimes. I definitely hold them when I top stitch though. think this helped. I'm just using a little template thing. Alright. Let's get that top stitched. Again, going as slow as I need to and making sure that the seam is doing what it's supposed to do. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Alright, so there is that. I'm gonna take this piece and I'm gonna line it up with this mark I made up here. And let's see. Oh, that is a lot different. Okay, maybe we won't line it up right there. Is this the right piece? Yes. Okay, so it looks like we gotta do a little bit of trimming. Okay. Just gonna make sure that everything there we go. And then I'll just trim that down real quick. Probably could have centered it a touch better, but I think it's fine. So after I trim this, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab my foam pieces and I'm going to baste them onto the front and back panels. You could also, if you wanted, make this on both sides. Actually, I kind of wish I had. Like, that sounds like it would have been fun. It's fine. And like I said, when I cut these foam pieces, I kind of just roughly cut them around the pattern piece, so I'm going to have to trim these down, which is fine. my stitch length back before I forget. And then trim the foam down. So we're going to work on the slip pocket next. You can put like a decorative vinyl strip on the top of it. I didn't cut one out and I had debated using my binding, but I think I'm just going to fold it in half and top stitch it. I think that will suffice. But by all means, you do you. Okay, so here is my rough stitched pocket, or cut. And like I said, I'm just going, I think I'm going to do 2 lines of stitches. I really like this candy corn thread. Okay, so I did 1 at 1/4 of an inch. Going to do 1 at 1/8 of an inch, and there is George. Nicer. Okay. You could, if you did the trim, you could put like a really cute woven label there too. Okay, so we've got our main panels done, and we have our slip pocket. We're going to work on our gusset. I'm going to do this first. Oops. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run some double-sided tape down the middle, and you can make a center mark if you would like to. I've made so many of these now. I think I've kind of gotten good at folding it into the center. I think. And then I'm going to top stitch 1/8 of an inch down both sides. And we will cut this in half. So I'm going to fold it over, cut it in half, and then where the raw edge is going to go on the inside. So I'm just going to put my D-rings in and clip those and set those aside for a moment. Alright, let's work on this zipper panel. We're going to take our exterior and line the zipper tape up. I like to cut my zipper tape so it hangs off the edge, at least for one side. I'm gonna clip this. You could also use double-sided tape if you like doing that for the zippers. And baste this on if you need to. I'm just going to go ahead and take my lining, and break my clip. Go get it, George. Clip that on. Why does my lining not line up? What did I do? Definitely cut it short. That's okay. I'll make it work. I'm gonna stitch this down. Feels like the lining was a little bunched up too, so I got it to be a little bit longer. Maybe I cut, no, I don't know. It's fine. Okay, so you're gonna fold those both to the outside. What I like to do is, it's kind of like when I make a recessed zipper panel. I just clip these sides first, and then kind of like go down here. With the Decaville light, it is trying to fight me a tiny bit. So I'm going to baste this together and go all the way around when I top stitch, because I am going to want it together anyways when we go to bind the bag. So might as well do it now. So you don't want to pull in it. Don't, my thread shredded. I'm gonna fix that real quick. You don't want to pull in any one specific spot on your zipper because you might end up with a wavy zipper. So I like to pull, but make sure that I am, sorry, I'm trying to focus on threading the dang needle. Okay. I like to make sure that I'm pulling to create even tension all the way. So even just to start. And by stitching this together first, it helps you have like an even pull. If that makes sense. I think it makes sense. I'm hoping this bag has some good structure because I am stitching through that Decaville light right now. Okay, looks good. We're going to repeat that on the other side. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make sure that the end matches up before I do anything else. And then I can kind of make sure that it lines up on the other end and start clipping. Put our lining down and clip that. Oh, George. He didn't want anything to do with me until I started recording. That's how it always goes. Alright. So, exact same thing that I just did. I'm just making sure since my lining is a touch off. Okay. You're gonna have to move, George. Okay. Once you have the second panel, it's a little bit easier to do the little tug. You want to put our zipper pulls on now. You want to make sure when you are putting your pulls on, especially when you've got double pulls, that you're not going to create a bubble. So I'm going to see which tooth was on first or at the top, and it was the right. So I'm going to make sure that it's on first. Again. And you could put them on before. Okay, so it was on first, but it was up too high. You could put them on before, and if you keep your zipper tape longer like I did, you could keep them out of the way while you're stitching. Oh, perfect. Okay, let's do the other side. This one is a hot mess. Alright, let's see. It's kind of hard telling too. Okay, the right again. Because this tape, the teeth just blend in so much. But it's so pretty. I think it's off. Oh, thanks for the support, George. Sometimes it just takes a couple tries, but you can see right here that they match up perfectly. Okay, we are going to put our connectors on, and let's see here. We want to leave the edges overhang. I am going to trim the zipper tape down a little bit and singe it again. Okay, so put these here and here, and we're gonna baste those on. Come on. Love you, George. What's in your hair? Oh, he's like, Mom, there's stuff in it. gonna trim these strings up. I had thought about using foam for the gusset as well, but I didn't want to use it on the zipper panel pieces, and I wasn't sure it would like be right if I only used it on the bottom. So deck of the light it is. All right, we're gonna match up our exterior to exterior. I don't know why. There we go. Okay. I was like, that should match up better. Now I'm gonna go ahead and clip both sides, or both ends, and both sides of each, so I can just do it all at once. Behave. Fit together. Like I said, this glitter vinyl just really likes to stick to itself. Okay, and then the lining and lining. I have brand new clips. Like, these are my old beat up ones, and I forgot to switch them out, so it's fine. I mean, they're like real beat up. Alright, so we do have quite a bit of bulk to go through here. Alright, just want to make sure I have the right seam allowance. Okay. Make sure that your D-ring is out of your way. I'm just gonna backstitch a little on that connector. Just a little. So this is one of the spots where you'd want to be mindful of your materials depending on what machine you're using. I am using some thick vinyls. Oh, see, and I broke my thread. I probably should have put a new needle in also, so that's on me. But of course, right when I said that, I also don't particularly love this glitter vinyl. Now that I use a lot of other ones, I kind of prefer them more. But that said, I have used this glitter vinyl for years. There isn't anything wrong with it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's just not my favorite anymore. Okay. Now we need to open these up and top stitch. Okay, so, oh, it's looking cute. I like to just give a little tug. What we can also do is to baste it all together. Just go ahead and fold it open and clip. And we can kind of do a like continuous stitch around where we will top stitch while we baste. Looks like it's not matching up perfectly. Okay, yeah, I'll do it. Okay. I'm gonna flip it, lining side out. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, but. Okay. So, go slow here if you need to. Hand crank if you need to. Use a hump jumper. Whatever you gotta do. Yeah, it's not matching up perfectly, so I'm gonna skip a section because I don't want to get down here and have a big bubble. I would rather the bubble be elsewhere. Okay. So, cutting some snips to ease this when we bind it together will help with that. I'm not worried about it, but look how cute. So cute. Okay. So this is at the point in the pattern where you work on your slip pocket. Okay, so now it has you baste all your pieces together. So to the back piece, you're going to have your lining, I'm really sorry that I didn't get my new clips out. Okay. That looks good. So again, I did like roughly cut this. Well, I kind of expected it would be up higher. Okay, so I'm going to baste these together from the front, and then I'll trim the excess parts off. cute. Caught everything. There's our back. Clip the front together. My hands don't work right. Alright. Same thing. So cute. Alright, so next thing we gotta do is just put it together. Alright, so we're almost done. We've got our front and back with the linings basted. Our gusset is done. Our strap is done. Let's finish it up. Alright, so I need to find my center markings. So we're gonna do that for... Oh, you know what? Those don't match up perfectly now. The way I trimmed it, it's fine. Okay, there's that. And that. Okay, so this is where I didn't match up perfectly. So we're gonna do our best. Okay, I'm gonna work on the front first. Okay, so it doesn't matter which of these sides is the front, but because I've got that bubble there, okay, it's fine. Like I said, gonna make this work. So I'm going to match up. I'm gonna pull some new clips out. Sorry for the noise. Alright, so we only have markings for the top and the bottom. So I'm going to clip my way down the straight sides as much as I can. And then I've got that center there. Gonna line that up some. And there. Okay. I am going to snip a little for these corners. I don't think that they really need it, but I'm going to at least make some in my lining to help ease that. I think the vinyl is okay. It does look like it matches up pretty well. Okay, maybe I don't need to do it over here. We'll just ease that over there. See, you can always make things work. I don't know what I did. I must have just been off when I was cutting my lining pieces. It happens. It's not the end of the world. I didn't mess them up that bad. Okay, I definitely want to make sure that the vinyl is smooth though, so I don't have puckers on the outside of my bag. So, right there, there is a pucker, and I don't like it. What is going on here? Better to mess with it right now than to try and fix it after you've already sewn it. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be so cute. Okay, so she tells you to base this on at, I think, 1/8. Yeah, okay, I like to go in a little bit. This is a good time to get your stiletto out or your pretty rainbow screwdriver. But, okay, I apologize if I get in the view at all. Curves are not always the easiest things to sew. So, I feel like I might end up with some puckers. I think I'm thinking maybe if I made it again to take just a little bit off of the gusset length and make some notches, and I think it would help there a little bit. Okay, if you unzip, it can kind of help right here. let's see. So the shape of my stitching line looks great. I just realized that my stitch was on a 6. It's fine. And that looks pretty darn good. Okay. Going to try taking this apart some. I don't want to end up with it kind of doing what it just did. Okay. Now we're going to take the back and do exactly what we just did with the front. And this is kind of stiff. I think I got the structure I wanted. Ask and you shall receive. This is going to be so cute. I think someone else is going to be doing a video for this in the sewing marathon, and they're doing it in like a reduced size. I feel like this would make the cutest little like coin wristlet, whatever. So cute. Let me know. Do you like eating candy corn? I feel like it's either you love it or you hate it. I don't really like the taste, but I'm obsessed with like anything that has candy corn on it for Halloween. Like, it's just so cute. I can't help it. Okay, so this right here would be easier if I had the lining not cut apart from that, but again, just want to make sure it lines up nice. At least this is the back of the bag. I still want it to be as perfect as possible, but okay. So we're gonna cut some snips in the lining to help ease that in both corners. You could use staples too. I don't know why. I think I just forgot they exist. momentarily. Man, what? Okay, I think I got it. You just really have to play around with it. Okay. Ready to sew it. Gonna start on a straight area, and I'm definitely going to be using my stiletto to assist me. Like, this is pretty stiff. But that's great because it means it's gonna have such good structure. No saggy candy corn here. This would make a really cute backpack too. Now that I got around that part, I can pull that back out. I think I'm gonna end up with a pucker in this corner. Yikes. I don't think I can avoid it. And I might have one here. What's going on? So if you wanted to, you could open up your bag and see how it looks. If you wanted to try to fix anything. I have the tiniest pucker in that corner, but like I said, I don't think I could really avoid it. I'm gonna just trim a little wherever some stuff is sticking out. Looks like I'm good. I am ready to do the binding. I'll probably have to fast forward through the binding and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's turned out. And there you have it. The I Want Candy bag by Sweetly Unique. This was a fun make, and it is so cute. So there's that slip pocket in there. I like that I did Deck of a Light and then the foam. It's so cute. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed. Bye.